Okay, one of the maddening things about dressing, especially with single point dressing, but also with lots of types of dressing, is that the diamonds wear away, and that's what's going to happen. And as the diamonds wear away, they're going to get a flat on there. So here we have something that sort of looks like a diamond, and some people rotate their diamonds, some diamonds don't rotate, but whatever they do, they develop a flat. And as we continue to dress this wheel, this flat is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So if we take a wheel and we take a single point on that wheel, if that flat is very wide, then the diamond is going to hit the wheel several times. Now typically the first time the diamond hits the grit on the wheel, it makes him sharp. He has a depth of 25 microns or 1 thou when he comes around and dresses. And the second time around, my depth is theoretically 0, and he just rubs along the tip of the grit and makes him dull, and dull, and dull, and dull, and dull. So the number of times that a grit hits that flat portion on the diamond, and pretty much all diamonds have flat portions, the number of times it hits that flat portion is the overlap ratio. If it hits him just once, we have a sharp wheel. If it hits him twice, our wheel's a little bit dull, 3 times a little bit duller, 10 times super dull. And you can expect that if you hit that diamond 10 times, your heat generation is going to be much, much bigger in grinding than if you hit the guy 2 or 3 times. In fact, if you hit him 2 or 3 times versus 10 times, you can expect your temperatures, just to throw out some rough numbers, to maybe be half of what they would be, or 1/3 than if you hit that guy 10 times, because the grits are going to be sharper and not dull. So if you can figure out, either through sticking them in a comparator, looking at it under a microscope, what that width is, you can calculate what your overlap ratio is. So here's what we do. The overlap ratio is calculated first by what's called the dressing lead. And the dressing lead is how far does that diamond move for 1 revolution of the wheel. You can call it the helix lead, the helix distance, the pitch distance, the screw lead distance, something like that, because as that guy goes, he traces out a helix. The lead is measured in inches per rev, inches per wheel rev, and that is simply the traverse velocity of the diamond. How fast are we moving across in inches per minute, divided by the RPM of my wheel. And RPM would be in revs per minute. Okay. Then we've got the overlap ratio. And the overlap is the width of the diamond flat area, not the total diamond, but the diamond flat divided by the lead. The diamond flat will be in inches. The lead will be in inches per rev. Inches per rev. Inches divided by inches of rev will give us revs. This is really number of revs of the wheel while he's in contact with the diamond. So let's take some numbers and see what we got.